Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's complete. Okwuegbunam. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. Now Gordon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Washington.
1st and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. 1st and goal. Melvin Gordon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Peterson. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Leo. Out.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's blocked. The Eagles have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 79 yards. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let him know. Quick, X3, 218, chop. Check.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
6-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Look at me. Go.
This is Gordon. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go on. Check. Lucky. There. He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good for a
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Leo!
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington has retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Eagles 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
To Miles Sanders. A gain of 19 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Avoids him at the 40. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 6. at the 32-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man open, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew, he sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Washington.
Give them 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he takes it. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Minshew, 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
It'll be Minshew again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he connects with Hurts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Complete.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 40, the 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing is Hurts. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 43, 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First down.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He'll buy some time right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up. That football, these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jonathan Bostic.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
To Miles Sanders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up second.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A little juke. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll roll him out. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Hightower. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
It is good. Makes this Washington 23, Eagles 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the return, Jackson. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this throw caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Philadelphia.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. On first down, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 86,
Zach Ertz. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So with a lead at 5, the book definitely says go for 2 here to try to get it to a 7-point differential. They'll turn to Sanders. A toss running left. Sanders. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
29, Washington 23. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
56 to Marco, 56, shot 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.